You are welcome to the episode of this podcast, Mike Uncensored. My name is Aziz Ayanshala. I have in the studio with me Alhaja Fodila Omotunde Balogun. She is the Executive Director, Channel for Widow Relief Initiative. Today, on this episode, she has a lot to say about widows, their plight. I can tell you that you have a lot to learn about widows' plight in Nigeria. Just sit down and relax. You're welcome, ma.
Thank you very much.
Please, ma, can you introduce yourself?
Right, as you have earlier introduced me, I still remain Alhaja Fodila Omotunde Balogun, the Executive Director at Channel for Widow Relief Initiative, Akpata, Abeokuta Road, Ibadan.
Thank you, ma'am. What is Channel for Widow Relief Initiative all about?
Channel for Widow Relief Initiative, as it connotes, is a route we are channeling the care for the less privileged widows and their children orphan who have been stigmatized, who have been denied after their husband death. This set of women, we have them in numerous number in our society. But the society they belong, the family they belong, have denied them the right for survival. And this is very unfortunate. So this is where I myself, being a widow, have to come in as operator of a caregiver in order to, through my own experience as a widow, to enlighten them through our various programs, to empower them through my own experience, that if a woman is living without a means of sustainability, she's going to be a burden to herself. She's going to be a burden to her children. She's going to be a burden to the community she belongs. And we have to have knowledge about how to approach this stage of widowhood. From my own personal experience, I used to say it, that it is true I found myself being a widow, but that God, in His infinite mercy, has guided me, has prepared me for this status before I actually came into it.
Alaja, please, ma'am. I can see that from your explanation so far, a word kept coming up. My experience. Can you please share your experience with us? But before we go into your experience, we want our viewers to know you, your academic background, where did you grow up before you now got married? Then we can now talk about that experience.
Thank you. I was born into a very committed and highly religious Islamic background. My late father was the chief imam of my hometown. I am from Ekiti State, but I have a paternal relationship with the Kwara State. Coincidentally, I got married to another noble Muslim family. So coming together of these two young, committed Muslims will share our lives using Islamic culture in the cultivation of our lives. My husband was very prospective. He wanted us to marry when he was around 30. when I am not yet ready for marriage, after finishing with my grade 2 teachings school examination, he insisted that I should not worry, that he will support me after marriage to further my education. Because of the love and trust I had in him, I succumbed and we got married. Then we started immediately to rear children. After the second child, it was my husband who reminded me that he wants to fulfill his promise on me, that I have to further my education. So we worked on it. I got admission into a college of education, where I finished with a teacher's certificate. And luckily then, there were not this problem of employment. I was employed because I was already an employer in the teaching service as a grade 2 teacher. So I even went on study leave. And one funny thing about our own time is that education was easier. This grade 2 thing I went to, we want to give the glory to Almighty Allah and our leaders then, like Chief Obafemi Awolowo, who introduced this universal free primary.
Which year are you talking about?
That's around 1975, 76.
Wow. Okay.
So I finished my grade 2 teaching service. We were even being given stipend as a student there.
Wow.
So when I gained admission into the College of Education, it was on study leave.
Which school is that now?
And that was a College of Oyo State College of Education.
Okay.
Elisha.
Okay.
Though the money will not be paid on monthly basis,
okay,
but it will be piled up, maybe 3 months or so. Then we are paid.
And the government will pay.
Government will pay.
Wow.
I was so lucky then. I was reading home economics.
Okay.
So even most of the equipment I needed to carry out my practicals.
Okay.
I used the money I got from the study leave with pay to equip myself with all those things. Till date, I still have most of those equipment in my store. So I give glory to Almighty Allah for the mercy He has on this nation. Then that economy was being managed in a better way. After my second child, though it was not easy, keeping children at home with a husband to go for further studies. But that was exactly what I did. And because it was an understanding between me and my husband, it really made it easy for us. But I have to sacrifice. I have to combine efforts. I have to go to school and ensure that I pass all my exam, do my assignment, and do everything humanly possible. Then I still come back home every 2 weeks to look after my home. Clean when I come home for the weekend, Friday to Monday morning, it is period of hard work. I have to keep hook and corner of my home clean and tidy. Ensure the cleanliness of my children's clothing. Make sure we have food stuff. My husband was a very responsible somebody that he will keep the home front in peace. He will hire these Ghanaian people who are teaching them to do coaching for our children. He never leave a gap. How I wish the modern husbands take this huge. So that is how I finish up with my NCE. On completion of my NCE, I was eager. So there was an advert for a BS degree in food and nutrition from University of Zaria. Without my husband's knowledge, I don't know why I did not seek for his opinion.
Okay.
I just put in.
Okay.
And the admission just came up in the New Nigeria paper then.
Wow.
We were 6 that were admitted in, I think, 1984. This thing is perfect for me, God. I just knelt down and cried out, God, please let my husband come back home. Something happened over the night. He slumped. Exactly 2 months after that day, we lost him.